the biggest loser on the beach? No, I am. I got burned by the sun. Ouch. No, I am. I got sand on my buns. And then instead of like the usual sand on the buns thing, it's like pulls out the hamburger buns. What a good safety protocol for Nickelodeon then. No, I'm the biggest loser on the beach. My family, my friends buried me in the beach and forgot me. What about you? I lost my best friend. Oh. And then a fucking guitar made out of sand. When I rip my pants. Best song ever is Ripped Pants. Oh, that's another good one right there.
My favorite is when they like put that with that Armageddon on Earth and it's an asteroid hitting the planet.
Yeah.
Like, I know that shit's dark, like but it's fucking fun.
Too pretty.
Yeah, because that's your type of fucking humor right there. Haha, they're all dying with the Spongebob music. Who are you people? That's another one that Patrick said when he came back home from grocery shopping. That was when Sandy went crazy because she was gonna go hibernating.
Oh yeah.
Try to do a bunch
no,
of shit with
I'm
SpongeBob.
Dirty Dan. Yeah.
No, that was a different episode. There was, it was before that episode probably. There was an episode where she was like, her schedule, she has to hibernate, so she has a schedule for hibernation. Don't fucking ask me why, but whatever. And so she had only a couple days or so remaining, so she asked SpongeBob to do all this crazy shit with her until, you know, she has to hibernate. He goes and does it, but it's like, you know, instead of finding the needle in the haystack, she put the game finding the hayseed in the needle stack and threw that shit in there.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back.
And SpongeBob was like, oh my god, she's crazy. Okay, here's how you'll know that's a different episode. That was the episode where she was like at the beach, and she's like, has anyone seen SpongeBob? Here he is.
When she made SpongeBob find hay in a needle stack,
no you ain't.
Where his nose popped like a balloon.
Oh man, like I haven't seen SpongeBob in a while, and that's still fresh.
Dragon said, hold on. When she made SpongeBob find hay in a needle stack, question mark, where his nose popped like a balloon, question mark.
Yeah, that's the one. That was when the needle hit his nose and it went. When they played hooky, that was a good episode too. Relax, SpongeBob. Nothing bad's gonna. No, Patrick. He starts floating down.
Uh-oh, I can't swim!
That was the episode where SpongeBob was embarrassed in front of Pearl and some other fucking teenage fish. When he was going to work. Played hooky one last time, got hooked. All for it to be Squidward at the other end of the fishing rod.
More kid to go.
Hooray! This is the stream where you get to watch SpongeBob and hear about the SpongeBob episodes in the background. Can I borrow a couple of these? Take 2 marshmallows so he can lift them, and he still couldn't.
My
Count 'em
hero.
2, count 'em 2 marshmallows. Beginning of Ripped Pants. Every other episode when he goes to boating school. Why, SpongeBob? From Mrs. Puff as she floats up. Why, SpongeBob? Oh, the episode where she, like, made him write an essay so he could pass boarding school. Blankety! Blankety! Blank!
And then she goes and steals the boat.
Yeah, she steals the boat. And SpongeBob was asleep in the boat. You're a thief! It's me, Mrs. Puff! He got so confused, I don't know why he made that noise, but... Then she went to jail, obviously, and she's just a TV screen. Oh, and SpongeBob. Yes, Mrs. Puff? Zooms out to her in a jail cell. It was funny because she made him pass, but then like she had the realization with her like imagination. La 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 la. She's crashing into people and other cars.
Double buddy.
SpongeBob. Pass.
Yes, it's Bubble Buddy.
SpongeBob, I heard that you were collecting golden spatulas.
Who's the
Yes,
bully
Bubble
that
Buddy,
ended,
I
that was
am.
in one
Have
of
you
the
seen one?
episodes?
Why, yes! We were having a sandcastle
Flats.
contest,
That's
and
the
somebody
name.
put a
His
golden
name was
spatula
Flats.
on the top.
The flounder.
If I had a castle,
He's
I'd
like,
name it
"Oh,
Fort
I'm gonna
Pattytown
kick
the
your
Third.
butt."
And Fort Pattytown
Good
the
one.
Third would have a
No,
big bake sale
serious.
every Monday.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
The golden spatula?
The whole episode
Oh,
he
at the
threatened
top of the
SpongeBob with kicking his
sandcastle,
butt.
right. That should be easy to reach.
Well,
And
perhaps
then,
you should
like,
see
at
for
some
yourself.
point, he tells Mrs. Puff and he's like, "Hey, SpongeBob, I talked with Flats. I told him it was you that asked him me to stop kicking butts." You what? It's just a misunderstanding. You see, from where he's from, kicking butts means that he wants to go and play outside with you and have fun.
Hey,
Flats in the background, like threatening SpongeBob about beating him up. Sign language.
No!
it shines.
Damn it. Sorry, I was trying to get something.
Nah, you're good. I'm just here to entertain the people. That's my job. Got nothing better to do. What am I gonna do? Play games?
Yeah.
Don't have any single player
Love opening
games.
presents.
That's why I'm just chatting. And then when Flats beats
What?
himself up from getting tired, Mrs. Puff walks in and SpongeBob had his fist raised in the air, but that's because he was like giving a speech, and it looked like he like punched Flats and beat him up. And Mrs. Puff is like, "Oh, SpongeBob! I'm gonna beat you up!"
I'm ready, I'm ready.
My bad. I fucked up the call.
Rain, go away.
What other SpongeBob episodes do I remember? Everyone remembers the fucking Dirty Dan shit. Alright, Pinhead, your time is up. Who you call him, Pinhead? Oh, booger schmooger, you don't even got a nose. Oh yeah? Grows a nose, drills into it. SpongeBob runs away, goes to the Krusty Krab as Patrick follows him. Oh my god, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, watch out, Patrick's digging for gold. And then Mr. Krabs is like, gold? He goes, follows Patrick. He comes back out, not as happy. And Squidward looks at him and is like, Did you get any of Patrick's gold? Not the type of gold I'm looking for.
I have a feeling I was supposed to do this as Patrick.
Bitch sticks.
Gotta do this as Patrick, and this is Sandy, and do this with SpongeBob. Then you gotta go and coordinate back to Patrick and... Oh, God. First Wormy, then Squidward and Mr. Krabs. The episode with the the butterfly, caterpillar turning into a butterfly. Which surprising enough, Max has, like, when he watched that episode as a kid, it gave him nightmares.
Another fine for Patrick.
The one with the Wormy. Remember Wormy? Turns into a butterfly later.
Oh my god, I love this.
And it's like, first Wormy, then Squidward, now Mr. Krabs. Who's it gonna eat next, Patrick?
This one goes boom.
Runs away. And Sandy comes back, puts it in a bottle, and they're like, hooray! She saved us! Oh, that's the one with the song, 'cause that's what best friends do. 'Cause that's what friends do. That's what friends do. And they're like circling around, having fun with Wormy. Alright, Wormy, we'll see you tomorrow. And surprising enough, it was when it wanted to go into its chrysalis and turn into a butterfly during that night. Who needs dumb old Texas anyways? What did you say? Oh, Texas? Don't you dare say that again! Oh, so there's something wrong about Texas. Start doing that stupid shit. Hey Patrick, what am I now? Stupid? No, I'm Texas! What's the difference? Nah! Which, I mean, maybe he saw like a picture of it in Sandy's house, but how the fuck does SpongeBob know exactly the shape? Like, did he know about like Texas's shape by then, or? He's not a landman.
We'll never know.
Yeah, but like, you only question it when you become like adults and teenagers. Wait a minute!
Presents.
Does he know how Texas looks? Stupid. Y'all got 10 seconds before I kick your butt. Oh boy, you better catch us first. They run away. The Krusty Krab. She fucking grabs Patrick with the rope. Oh, stop!
The robot go
Fucking
boom.
nuke in the background.
Woo! Up we go!
Karate chops the kelp that SpongeBob hid behind. Cut SpongeBob in half as well. So many episodes, I just don't know. That episode when he went to visit his grandma, right? And he was gonna be mature.
Oh yeah.
And then
that
Patrick became the kid. He's like, oh, I can't have another bite.
Oh.
Here's some more cookies. Ooh. He starts vacuuming them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all wet.
One cookie is here. I suppose that I have no choice but to consume this. And then the grandma's like, oh, no, don't. SpongeBob, here, a meal fit for an adult. Oh, God. Grilled coral, my favorite. Then he starts crying and shit, flooding the house. I wanna be rocked in the bed with Mr. Flufferson. That was when Squidward's like, oh, you like grandma, huh? The episode SpongeBob was about to move out because his thing was eaten by nematodes.
You know,
and he's what?
the one episode, what are they called? This crowd, anchovies!
Oh, the first pilot one. That smell. That sort of smelly smell. That sort of smell. That smells smelly. What? Anchovies. Anchovies! Me. Can't we all get in a orderly line? Me. I love you, Mr. Squidward. Then some bullshit thing they made SpongeBob go and look. He found it. Good morning, Krusty Kreme. I'll take a Krabby Patty. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Mr. Krabs, look what your new employee is doing. I have to love Squidward, because that motherfucker, that day when SpongeBob was about to move, here, Squidward, I give you my prized possession or some shit. He gives Squidward something, and he's like, we'll miss you, I'll miss you, SpongeBob.
I don't think SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Boo-hoo! Enters his house, you see like party streams and shit. And then Patrick looks to SpongeBob and he's like, oh, he's taking it pretty hard. He's celebrating and shit. Patrick's like, he's taking it pretty hard.
That's
I know,
much better.
Squidward would be happy if you guys just disappeared. And now, 3 in E minor. Yeah, alright, E minor! He pulls the dragon. Yeah, you like that joke, Dragon? Bet you didn't. Oh, come on, when I'm not even there, he says that
Oh,
joke.
goody, another one!
Asshole. That's how I remember you. That and torches. I can't look at a torch without remembering that day.
The torch?
I liked it because he even questioned furnaces for a bit too. Is the furnace doing it to me now?
I forget who did it. Was it me hitting him, or were we taking turns or some shit?
No. You hit him at one point, but it was me hitting him,
not
going
wrong.
back outside of your guys' room and hiding by crouching so my name would disappear. So he would turn around.
Was it the torch?
Then at some point
He just
you
wrote
hit
in
him
the
one
chat,
time.
was it the torch?
Yeah. At one point you hit him, but you only hit him once.
Ooh,
And then he thought it was
present
you the whole
everyone.
time, and I'm like, no, she hasn't moved from that spot, man. I'm literally
It
across the
was
hall
you
from you
then
guys.
too.
She's not hitting you.
Ooh,
like-
another one.
Then he had that like little gasp, like,
How many of these do I have
is
to
it the
carry?
torch?
Was it the torch?
He had like moment of realization, like torches emit light, but they're made with fire. Could it be? Am I hurting myself with a torch? Was there even a torch on the floor or
Gary.
anything for him to like be walking over? For him to question that? pretty sure we put torches on the walls unless we're outside and we just throw it on the floor.
Hello, Gary. Wow. You don't say.
I'll never forget that
Squidward bought a
server.
new
That's
sweater.
where Nick and Nick
Oh, he's so
Incorporated started.
crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
And there's a golden
They both
spatula
went
at the
fishing
end
and-
of this cave.
Pretty much that was it. That was their whole job, fishing. I can barely remember most of the things that like he does in Minecraft. It's either he's in the room looking at the cat or looking through his chest. Or he's outside fishing.
As long
There
as these
was
pins are
one
square
on the
and this
floor.
sponge is Bob, I will not
I mean,
let
he
Bikini
does other
Bottom
stuff.
down.
He's journeyed
Hold on, he
underground.
wrote something. I didn't hear it because you were talking. Hold on. There was one on the floor.
Okay. It's been a while. I could just go back into the footage and see where it is, and I could probably find the same clip of him saying it. Pretty sure I still have the clip of him sleeping in like 3 different game sessions.
I'll never get over
That's all you hear, like it's a moment of silence and you just hear. And you're like, yep, it's Dragon. And then sometimes we don't know if he is sleeping or it's like Jam or Max fucking around with us. like one time it sounded like Jam was just like making a noise for no
Patrick needs to do
reason other than
laundry.
to make fun of why Dragon wasn't there. But then everyone went quiet and we looked to see Dragon's little microphone thing moving while he's just like. And we're like, yeah, he fell asleep again. You gotta wake him up in time to turn off his PlayStation so that he doesn't leave it on all night. At least get off the game so it doesn't like break his overheat the system and shit like that.
Whoa!
The one time I've actually ever seen Dragon go anywhere is the time we went to the end. That was the one time he actually went out and started like going on an adventure. Was the one
Like a
adventure.
spring breeze.
Either that or villagers. He will do the pillage thing. He will go and do the raids. He'll join in those. Like that's the one time he like goes out and starts killing stuff consistently.
Yeah.
As an adventure that was useful would be the pillage. The only other time was like going to the end when we were looking for the portal and then it was like underneath the village. It's like, oh, which I was surprised that it would even spawn under a village, but whatever. Not complaining. Found the portal, went through. He died like 3-4 times. You died like twice in there. I didn't die some fucking how.
You've just
Fell
met
off
the
building
Sponginator.
times. I gotta thank my armor and feather falling for that one. Whew. Then after that we didn't find the thing and I'm like, well here's our only other option. We have to go and build across the large gaps in order to find ourselves the end city. Because it was either you get it or you don't, and that was it. And it was just on the PlayStation. Like the console edition, you either get it or you don't. That's it.
It shines.
But now, Bedrock stuff, that means you can go and basically travel endlessly to find Elytras. that,
Trying to figure out how to get up to this one area.
oh, I don't know.
I hate this robot. His name's Monsoon.
That just
Sometimes
reminded
pushing
me.
a
It
simple
was like,
button is the most satisfying. Push, push,
it
push,
was
push.
us three, but it was like every time we made it to a certain area, I had to build like an Enderman free area and tell Dragon to look down and stay under here. Look down, stay under here. It's not safe. Because we went only for the dragon, but we forgot that, like, Endermen exist. We should have brought some pumpkin heads so we could, like, block the view or whatever, but too fucking late.
Ice cube right there. Sorry.
Patrick, get the ice cube. You're the only one that can lift it. And freeze water.
Wooden presents. We sure gotta carry a lot of stuff around. Pretty sparkly thingy.
Man, what games are like that? There's a Crash one this year. There's a Pokemon one, but that's probably like a next year thing. What other games that are here? I already have the Smash DLC. I'm gonna whoop Jam's ass again.
Oh goody, another one.
Always bans me from characters anyways. It just proves that I'm better. I'll whoop his ass with all of these other characters if you don't want me to play my main.
Yeah, that's why Jam's gotta chill sometimes.
He has no chill. Sweaty.
Like, I get pissed too, it just depends on how...
Whoa!
I guess... I don't know how to put it. It depends on,
Smirk? Smirkness?
how much
Arrogance?
of, like,
Asshole?
yeah. Like, if you're being, like, a dick on purpose.
Like how much of a dick you are, yeah.
Clean as a whistle.
When we're playing, it's usually like... It's chill at the beginning, and then it's... it's Jam going... I didn't even have a chance, I lost my stuff. You bullied me, you bullied me. It's gotta be my favorite thing. When we play Smash Bros, he always says, no, just cause I keep getting bullied, that's why. It's a major
out there all
excuse.
alone.
Cause we have to like play free-for-all, like 3-player shit, you know? So, at some point, like, you get juggled around by like 2 people, like, it happens if you're stuck in the middle, you know? But if it happens to him, then it's
I think
bullying.
SpongeBob's underwear fits quite right.
Not bullying if it happens to me or Max, but it happens to him, he's like, you guys just straight bullied me. If I get sick and tired of anything like he does, I put him in his place and I'll just only target him so that he can learn to shut up before he just gets targeted. I'll do it one time, then I'll go back to playing normal and just beating up him or Max, whichever ends up being closest. But... or my favorite is when he gets cocky and he taunts a lot, alright? And if he does that and he wins, ooh. He did that one time, he regrets it because I picked Isabel immediately.
Yeah.
He doesn't like her at all.
Well,
Take that!
it depends. Like, if you're wicked good at her, and like, no, everybody else like is having a hard time.
I love opening presents.
He doesn't like it because he gets like basically 3 stocks,
SpongeBob!
which means that
help
I
me
kill
find-
all his life, I stay with mine. He hates it because I have too much range and bullshit
Sorry,
grabs.
but the
With
carnival
my
is
fishing
closed.
rod
A pesky
and my
robot has
side air.
taken
And
over
if I
me
jump
ticket
and I
booth.
shoot from the
And
side, I
worse,
can like throw a little
me
slingshot.
money.
And if I hit
If
it
you help
just
me get
right,
rid of that
which I
no-good
usually
robot,
do,
I'll give you a...
I can launch you off stage in the air. Oh, it's the best.
Again!
But he hasn't learned, like, to fight and shit. He hates it because he's like, I didn't touch your fucking, landmine. That's bullshit.
Clean as a whistle.
I'm like, the fishing rod got me back, you son of a bitch. He hates it. And then there was that one point, he's like, you can't do it without your fishing rod. And I'm like, oh yeah? Do it without fishing rod. He's like, it's bullshit, you're just too good with her, I ban her. You can't play with her, you can't. Okay. I gotta play like
that because I'm like, yeah,
Who's the crybaby? You are. Come on, and keep playing against me with Isabel. You'll get better. Don't worry. Like, she's easy to kill. I can't play online all the time with Isabel either. Like, people already know what to do against her. He still don't. That's his fault. Now I gotta play Rosalina and Luna or Banjo-Kazooie. Don't get fun. I just want to be my cute, adorable puppy and beat the shit out of everyone. Is that too much to ask? And then I start regretting ever getting good with the character.
Not exactly. Why don't you try something less expensive? I need them crazy robots cleared out of the bumper boats. When you've destroyed them all...
I should, like, bullshit with him when the new character comes out and make it look not as broken. Let him have his, like, little, oh, the character's not that broken. Then just start demolishing. He's watching the stream and I'm like, oh, I mean...
How many of these do I have to carry?
Could you bet?
Oh god.
He doesn't like me, okay? Stupid. Your character has bullshit range. It's Isabel.
That's what I hate when he starts complaining about those.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind.
And the character's not even out yet. Like, wasn't he the one that said, oh, Cthulhu's like so overpowered?
Yeah.
He's not. Cthulhu's not overpowered, you're just stupid. Your Cthulhu's not overpowered, I'll tell you that much. Can I use your set? I'm like, sure, here's a picture of what I use. Have fun.
Oh goody,
That's my
another
play
one!
style. I don't know if it would
Woo, up we go!
He hasn't played Cthulhu since anyways.
Present everyone!
Ruby Rose, but not Toast. I hate it because you have to, like, if Jam's low and he's running away, you have to kill him if you're low. You have to sacrifice it. Because if you don't kill him, what he does is this one bitch move. He'll do this. He'll run away, make it look like he's running away like he always does because he's low on health. And then while you're, like, you know, going back to your base, he'll use his ultimate and then he'll kill you so he can get his health back and he doesn't have to retreat anymore. So that's how Fanato says and shit like that. But
That's
I
much
know what
better.
he does every time. He
I
won't
hate when he
admit
does
it.
that.
He won't admit it. Like, you called me out. You said, oh, if you're not a bitch to fight me. And I turn around and you regretted that moment.
He did that
But
to
I-
me before.
But I wasn't a bitch. I went and fought. I was like, okay. Cause I'm not about to like say you're a bitch for doing that, and then I do it, and it would be like, I'd be going back on the word of it, you know? Like, you can't
There's
make
nothing
a rule
like the smell of bubbles
if
in
you're
the
not
morning.
gonna follow the
Smells
rule
like
yourself.
victory.
So I called him a bitch when he ran away, and when I was running away, I got called a bitch. Funnily, not actually called a bitch. We joke around in this group. You're not a bitch, you won't run away from me. Okay. Oh, I love that clip. My favorite one.
My favorite was when he said something to me, and then I go, "Excuse me," he goes, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, I love when he apologizes, like, immediately. Oh, I'm sorry. 'Cause he knows better not to do that shit. And he still does it because his fucking big ass mouth doesn't know when to shut it. Which I don't mind. He's honest, but there's a difference between honest and not shutting up when you need to. Like, oh boy, when he was explaining, like I do it a lot of times now. Like the other day when we were talking about Pokemon, and then he wants to put his like, I don't know why he gave an angry tone all of a sudden during Pokemon, but I was like, oh fuck this, I muted him. I don't think he noticed for a while because he was probably still ranting to Dragon and Max. But then I unmuted him when we were all going to Minecraft.
I just learned to go, yeah, cool.
Nah, I straight mute him. I don't mute anyone, but he's the only exception.
It depends if I'm in the mood to debate about it. And I tell him that.
Even if we tell him to shut up, he won't. He'll still try and play.
I
He was still ranting.
Robot
With the Pokemon, and the way that they're made, you got IVs and it's perfect. And then you put 22 on here, 22 on here, and then there's like 4 left over. Put it on whatever stat. You want to put up our speed, you're like, whatever, put it on speed. Or like, the defense is pretty decent, you know, like, put it on that. You're really good. Your Pokemon's pretty great, solid, IV trained, all that shit.
So bright, so shiny.
How many socks? Oh, I need one more sock.
Hey, this is mine.
I want to do that to him every time. Just when he doesn't know it, just whisper into his ear. Sweaty bitch. Float away from there. I wish I could just whisper it just into his ear. No one else's, just into his, just sweaty bitch. And then no one questions it because he's the only one that hears it. They'll think he's crazy. Anyone else hear that? Hear what?
The dragon said he was still ranting.
At the end. Because what he thinks it is, because he's used to it at this point. Everyone's like pretty quiet when someone's ranting or whatever. Just listens to the story, and then at the end expects them to say something unless they're focused in whatever game. You just gotta pick and choose when to mute and unmute. So usually he goes ranting for another like 3 to 5 minutes, literally. You just wait like 4 minutes and then you unmute him. And he's either at the end of his conversation or he's already done. Because he still didn't know that I muted him. Everyone else did. I muted him and I said, I muted him. I always say that when I do it.
Okay, I don't like the comments being right next to my screen and me.
Like that. think it's Kingdom Hearts. Unless I didn't. Oh, I probably didn't. Hold on. Only way to know is to look at my channel. So I'm gonna go and do that.
But
I don't want fast news. YouTube. Library. Year videos.
it is easier to read
Let's
them.
see.
Smoothies! Yummy!
Yeah, I know it's easier to read them, but I can also hear you. Because of the robot.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it with Spyro and Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh, I did it only on the first Kingdom Hearts 2. I stopped doing it. Just let it full screen. Might stream 1. 3 months ago. God damn, 3 months ago. That was before
True.
James started playing again. Fantasy, 2 streams, it was really just the beginning, so... Yeah. 1 hour challenge of Crash Bandicoot. It depends what game. I can't do it with games like Smite or stuff like that. I need the full screen. But games like Minecraft or like Crash or Spyro, I don't mind because I'm used to the games.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
And it's usually like single player or not that, like you don't have to worry about PvP. It's like whatever. But no, you gotta witness SpongeBob and it's full in its full screen glory. I don't got much to play on the PlayStation. Oh, that's what I get for beating my game.
Here is...
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
It feels bad for me. I wonder how bad it feels.
I will crush them!
Goose wants
I beat
so
the game.
much
You just got
attention.
it.
Oh, again! Again!
Goose is an attention whore.
The kitty cat bothering dragon.
Yeah.
Aww.
I love when he goes up the dragon, he goes, wah! Wah!
Cats are cute. I love them.
Uh-oh.
Because I
One goes
That cat
Ouch!
is a pain in the ass.
So shiny!
Did you want him at one point?
I do want him still.
No, see?
Except if I take him, he's getting, neutered.
He was
Oh, yeah.
doing that.
The dragon says he's going, wah! Wah!
The cat saying no, no neuter, no. Wow! No!
He has to because he keeps spraying or something like that. Because that's what male cats do.
You have to with male cat.
It's not that you want to, it's you have to.
Yeah.
When you come down, he'll
Like,
be
sorry, buddy,
wanting
but,
your attention more than me.
It's either you or the balls.
Oh, great. Nick said when I come down, he'll be wanting my attention more than him.
Of course. Does the cat like play a lot on the screen?
Does the cat play a lot on the screen?
Like when you're FaceTiming or whatever.
Yeah, I'm repeating your question. I don't know. Well, he should hear your question. Mine will be
Like if the cat like plays a lot with the screen when you're on it, then maybe it does like you more than Dragon. And Dragon's next to him all the time.
He meows so much while we FaceTime.
No fuck was that? Were you trying to pull off?
I almost fell and died. When me and Nick FaceTime, the cat legit goes.
Aww. It knows you and wants to be with you. Yeah,
I
you're
think he's
screwed,
just
that
screaming
cat.
at Nick like, bitch.
I'm the only one you can love.
The cat that I really wanted out of that litter was the calico one.
Of course.
But, yeah, bad stuff happened.
Vietnam flashback. Oh yeah.
I got all the spatulas, and I have one sock left.
I know how that can be. I've already told the story about how the puppies died.
He will cuddle you to death.
Just out of nowhere.
Cool, because I'll sleep with the cat.
Nah.
Oh, sparkly!
I'm a kitty, kitty, kitty. I'm a cat. Meow. If you mess with me, you're gonna get scratched. Fortnite music. Oh man, I wonder if Max
I love opening presents.
shoots and ladders.
Ouch! Kabam!
Those are my favorite one.
I feel like a new sponge.
It was cool because it was just like shoot it and then it randomly goes into another.
Cat,
And then the rest
I'm
of it, you just
going
have
to
trust
kitty
in everyone
cat.
that they'll go the amount of spaces they need to.
And I dance, dance, dance. And I
My
dance,
favorite part has
dance,
to be me
dance.
getting the ladder at the
Nick,
like first
I'm
line.
gonna kick your ass.
The ladder to slide.
You know what he's doing? I have that robot that reads to you. And he goes, cat, I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance.
You're doing the whole thing.
But it's going, cat, I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. I want to kill myself. I'm just kidding.
This is terrible. But
I crave death in ice cream.
death and ice cream, what a combo. And there's a new flavor called ice cream death. Ooh. It's to die for. Oh, how did the skeleton pass the test? Because he studied up on the decimal system.
Goose loves you.
He goes, Goose loves you, which is the cat.
No. I know who Goose is. I still have the little picture of Goose that Dragon sent somewhere on the PlayStation here.
He looks like he has seen a ghost.
So, I have 10 out of 11 socks, and I don't know where the other sock is.
Find it! Find the other sock! Where can it be?
Congratulations,
Where's the
Sponge!
last sock? Oh, I hate that pain of finding the last item. I was stuck in Spyro like 2 or 1, looking for one gem that eluded me. Just to find it,
Look it up later.
like, on the floor, and I'm like, wow, how did I miss this?
It's monsoon.
Please give me huggy wuggies.
Ooh.
No, brother! Ah! No, I just remembered the furry apocalypse thingy. Like all these, the furry forest and whatever. Oh, it's furry forest. And he's like, no, brother! Ah! And get stuffed and...
That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Goose needs a bath.
Stick that.
Yeah, you can give him a bath. I ain't giving him a bath. Good luck. I had to give my other cat, my other cat a bath because I was bleaching my hair to put hair color in it, right?
Up for a
And-
game of Spongebob?
The cat,
What?
But he
Now
asked
they're back
our
home,
son.
safe where they both.
Here's your goal. I don't.
the cat jumped in front of me, right? And she jumped into my hair with bleach in it and got bleach on her, so I'd give her a bath right away because the bleach can hurt her skin.
Yeah.
So I put her in the bathtub and she's going, wow! 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 You would think she's freaking dying.
Wow! Oh wow! I had one cat that just loved the water. I got lucky with that one.
He said something else, hold on. But he's our son.
Well, sea creatures go to an...
Squidward,
I don't
am I
care
glad
if he's
you're
my
here.
son.
I need to
He
borrow
was
your
yours
toothbrush
first.
again.
What? You've used it, Beth.
Oh yeah, lots of
Your
times.
boy
I
I
figured
was
it
on
wouldn't know you much.
FaceTime with her when it
What do I care?
happened.
I'm a wreck anyways.
That's my
I
impression
try
of
and get some
girl
exercise
voice.
to
I'm not good with
relax from
girl
all this
voices.
robot mess. And now
Because of a toothbrush?
No, it's those blasted robots! They've taken
I'll
over the
tell
ski
you
slopes!
what.
How can I ski with those ugly things beating everyone up?
They're the only one I can do.
SpongeBob, you've got
Oh my
I
God,
found if you keep your marbles in a bag, they don't get
He's so
lost as often.
amazing.
In fact, I've got mine right here. It's embroidered
Sometimes
with
I
this
look at him and I
lovely...
get wet.
Forget the marbles! I've got a better idea. If you get rid of the robots at the bottom
Whoa,
of every slope
chill
for
out.
me, I'll give...
Well, I don't know. It's hard to beat the extreme...
Okay, I'll give you one for each slope you clear.
Now that's a deal!
Oh, I'm hungry. I want cereal. I'm gonna get off now. Yeah, I was just here for company's sake. Well, I'll catch the two of you another time. Good night, y'all.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this back. You've just met the Sponginator. Too pretty. Cat, take it! Ow!
Tired. But wide awake.
I fly like the wind and float like a sea bee. If you can beat my time down the hill, I'll...
Fresh like a spring breeze. I love love opening presents. Ouch! Ouch! I feel like a new sponge. Ow! Fresh like a spring breeze. I feel like a new sponge. Fresh like a spring breeze. Ow! Ouch!
I fly.
Ow! I feel like a new sponge.
Oops.
I fly.
It shines.
Oh boy.